Hello, this is Gio. Hey, look what we have here today. We have a DeWalt reciprocating saw. This one is model number DWE305. And we're going to test this thing out today. So this is a 12 amp reciprocating saw. It is 7 pounds, and the back of the box gives some detail here. It has flush cutting, 4-position keyless blade clamp, which is kind of cool. It does 0 to 2900 strokes per minute. Now it does have a variable speed trigger to control that. So if you press lightly, less strokes per minute. If you go all the way, it'll do the full 2900. And the stroke length is 1 inch and 1/8. So that is some detail there. And here it is outside the package. Now this is all that was in the box. It doesn't come with any case or anything. It's just a saw and a manual. Now it is a corded unit, so no batteries here. The whole thing is probably about 17 inches long, and I've already mentioned it's about 7 pounds. So you can kind of lift with one hand, hold it here with one hand, and grip with the other on this side. So now the tip of it is kind of encased in this kind of metal shroud here. It has a little sticker here that kind of shows you the 4-position blade. Let me peel this off right now. Okay, so I got some light on this so you can see a little bit better, but you can see there's kind of 2 blade positions. The head does not rotate, but you can insert the blade kind of up and down, vertical like this. Either way, the teeth can be down this way or up, and so that's where you put the blade on this side. Or you could do more of a flush mount cut here, where you can insert the blade here, so it's horizontal, and the teeth could either point to the right or to the left. Now on the side, you'll see this little yellow little trigger, and this is how you unlock the blades, remove the blades, and insert the blades. You basically lift up on this, and you'll notice, especially on the insert here, you'll notice that there's a little lock that kind of moves out of the way. And this little lock controls both of these little inserts. It controls the locking mechanism on this insert and also on this insert. And to show this, I have just a Milwaukee blade, sorry DeWalt, but I didn't have any of your blades available, so we will use this blade instead. And again, you would lift up on this little yellow trigger. It's loose initially, and this will not cause it to unlock. You really have to lift up with the resistance. So go ahead and do that. Hopefully you can see that. And this time I'm just going to put the teeth on the upward side. So I'm just going to lift this up, stick this in just like that, and then drop it down just like that. And now the blade is in there. And then you could also reverse it. Again, if I just lightly put it like that, it's still locked. You really have to pull up on the resistance to unlock the blade. And then now I could turn it around and stick it in the opposite way, drop it, and you can see the blade is locked that way. Okay, to do the more flush mount horizontal blades, you just lift up on this again, flip it to the horizontal position like that, and then drop it down. And now the blade is in the horizontal position with the teeth on the right. And again, you could also reverse it so the teeth are on the left. I sort of said this was the flush position, but it's not exactly flush. As you can see, there is still a space right there. And if I look at my tape measure here, it's probably a little over a ½ an inch. So you are not going to be able to cut exactly flush. Now, if you have a long enough blade, you might be able to, push in a little bit and cause it to be flush that way. But just so you know, it's not exactly flush, but it's a lot better than, let's say, if you're in the vertical position like that. That is almost an inch, so it gives you a little closer cut when it's in the horizontal position. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see how it works. I have a nice little plug here. And again, the speed is controlled by this little trigger. So I'm gonna just press lightly initially, just so you can see it operate. So I'm just pressing lightly there. And then I'll press heavier. And you can see, just with this trigger, I can start it lightly, a little bit faster, or full strokes. So I did say we were going to test this thing out today, and we actually have a real project to do this with. So I'm in a kind of a large space here. It's actually going to be turned into kind of a studio space. And we have this kind of weird wall feature here. You see this, there's a little platform right there, and you get this wall. This looks like it was built in kind of haphazardly, this kind of back room, but you can see kind of the platform portion kind of sticks out of this wall. And my guess is the platform was originally constructed, and then whoever was here before decided to build this wall, and they didn't want to cramp this space here, this little hallway space, so they kind of just brought in the wall, but you still have this little kind of tripping hazard right here. So that's what we're going to use a reciprocating saw on today. We're basically going to cut this flush, or as flush as we can. We're going to kind of remove some of these boards, cut this plywood right here. There is one little issue, is that there is an actual 2x4 that is not in line with this wall. It's actually offset a little bit. You can see kind of the painted nails here. And so the 2x4 kind of comes here. I don't really want to rebuild everything, so I'm just going to cut it to that 2x4 so it won't be flush to the wall, but it'll be a lot closer. And there you have it. That is the DeWalt 12 amp reciprocating saw. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button at the bottom of the screen. And if you consider subscribing to my channel, I have many more videos to come. Bye-bye.